Hi, it's Colette from Learning and Teaching Services, and today I'm going to take you through 5 quick tips for Camtasia. The first one is keeping to a script. If you have a script that you want to keep to during your presentation, there's several ways you can do this. You can have the script above your screen that you can read, or you can have it in front of you in the desk. But one of my tips is that you can also record your screen and have your script on the screen easily so you can read it. Now you do this in 2 ways. One is when you set up your recording to do your recording area, selection area, you can select a customize dimensions, which will be the size of your PowerPoint. Another way you can do this is record the whole screen, and which means you'll be recording your notes down the bottom. And when you come to editing, you can zoom into your section of the PowerPoint and just have that visible in the final production. Another tip is when you need to replace a PowerPoint during your recording because you found an error. So my suggestion is don't stop and fix up the PowerPoint. You can do that later on in the post-production. So if I'm reading this PowerPoint and I see I've made a mistake, so I'll make myself make a mistake. I've spelt Camtasia wrong. What I would do is I would clap really loud at that point, have a moment's silence, note down my slide, and replace that slide with a JPEG later on in the production. And how you do that is that you fix up your mistake, you go to File and you save as, and this one here, I'm going to save this particular one slide as a JPEG. You'll be asked if you want to save every slide or just this one, because it's only one mistake. When we go into post-production in our editing suite, that PowerPoint is now JPEG, so we will input that JPEG into our editing area and we will replace this section with that image. Okay, my tip number 3, using audio peaks as editing points. Now, if I make a mistake and instead of going back to the very beginning of my presentation, again, I would clap and I would leave a moment's silence and then start my presentation again. When I go back into the editing, I will see in my audio track a large boost or peak in the audio, and also a silence flat area. That's the area that will tell me I need to edit out. Number 4 tip is using the call out blurs tool. Now this is really great tool if you are using or if you want to show your students assessment items or websites. You don't want to recreate them, but you just want to go to a website and say this is a good idea, this is a bad idea. You can use the blur tool to blur out information on that website. Tip number 5 is exporting issues. Now because we all are doing a lot of recordings and our hard drives are getting full, if you have a situation where you're exporting your Camtasia and you find it gets to a certain percentage of rendering, so it might even get to 98% rendering, and then it just stops. It disappears off your screen and you cannot find the MP4 anywhere. So this is an issue with space. So my suggestion is have a look at your hard drive space. It's the first thing you should look at. Export your videos, your masters that you've done before, into an external drive. You should have no problems at all rendering your final productions. If you want to learn more about Camtasia, please contact myself, but you can also be involved in the professional development area on our teaching and learning site. We have a calendar there that will show you sessions that we run using Collaborate. There might be sessions which is your Moodle surgery, but there's also sessions there for Camtasia and Camtasia Advanced. So just keep an eye out on our email that is sent out every Monday, and in that calendar you'll see when to attend sessions. Thank you very much.